Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. Another moment, another time to discuss on another interesting topic. And the topic before me says, is it true that a girl child is under pressure? And I'm having my guest with beside me, Miss ALADE DAMILOLA, who will be educating us, enlightening us on the role of a girl child. Ma'am, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
All right, ma'am. We do have question from our guest. Three questions, very important questions. And the first question says, is it true that the society is failing the girl child?
Okay, I would say yes and no. So many times the society mounts so much pressure on a girl child to the extent that they were left to do what they are not meant to do. And the reason I said no is because sometimes the outcome of the girl child is not particularly about the pressure by the society, it's just their personal decision. So the society has a role to play too, but it still boils down to the girl's child
All right.
herself.
So there are a lot of expectations. Major expectation that a girl child have to do this, in as much as sometimes when the girl child is the first born, most expectations always boil down to the first child. Do you think it should be like that, or in the case, is there anything that can be done in that aspect that the majority of the expectation won't be laid to the girl child?
Yeah, of course. So I'm a typical example of the firstborn girl child. So I'm the first child, and I have three younger siblings.
Okay.
So I know the responsibility I'm shouldering right now. So, and I have a sibling that is over 20 years. So at a point, I told her, you're done with secondary school, you're over 20 years. Did I give you money so that you can go and learn a skill, or I start up a business for you? So that at least a whole responsibility will be out of my way. Even if I'm going to do some things for her, it's going to be out of my willingness. Not because, hey, I'm the only person she has, I'm the first child. It is not mandatory for me to do it.
I think there's differences in some aspects, but some cultural demand that in as much you are the firstborn, no matter how you have to take responsibility of your younger ones. Look at the eastern part of Nigeria, the Igbos. Whenever we have the elder brother, maybe the eldest daughter, he or she is responsible to take care of the younger ones. Now, I saw the difference here in the western part of Nigeria that it's not so. Sometimes the division of labor, sometimes you have to shift our responsibility. Now, looking at that, do you think it's the right thing to, assuming it's the girl child, the first child, do you think it's the right thing to give out the full responsibility on the girl child, which happens to be the first?
I don't think it is
But
not
why is it
normal.
that most of the time it's the male child bear it's the normal thing. Even here in the western part, the male child can still take, I call my brother, bro, I need this, Does it feel, is there any gender differences there or maybe imbalances?
Okay, if you are a first child, either you are a girl or you are a boy, nobody has the right to mount pressure on you to take the responsibilities. I remember when I was in school, I was schooling, I was doing business, I was working. And in that moment, I wasn't thinking about myself. All the days of my life, that time, I was thinking about my siblings. So even when my friends goes out, they buy wigs, they buy shoes, they buy bags, I can't do any of those because I feel like I want to buy a bag of 10,000 naira. How about my younger brother? Has he eaten? How about my younger sister? Has he eaten? So I think of them first, which is not supposed to be. It is not entirely right. So while thinking of others, the Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. So that means the same measure that you use to love yourself, that is the same measure. Not like you should love them more than you love yourself.
Does it mean you are neglecting your own needs?
Yes, at some point. That was the only thing I was doing for myself was paying my school fees. Outside that, I have zero social life because every savings was going for, oh, this one will soon finish her wife. She needs to enter school. This one is about to write wife. She needs to do this. I was thinking about them. So I left my own life and focused on theirs.
Okay. So I understand your part there because I think it takes discipline sometimes to understand these things. But girls, sometimes you think sometimes when pressure, so some certain stage of pressure that might come. Some ladies might misbehave, not doing the right thing. We have the legal thing and illegal thing sometimes. Can we just say that okay, because of this much pressure, your child to misbehave, or is there anything to it?
There are so many things that can push a girl child, especially the first daughter that has younger siblings and other family members to take care of. There's so many things that can push them out to do what they don't want to do.